What is Shaolin Kung Fu? Is a symbol of Chinese martial arts. Shaolin Kung Fu, also called Shaolin Wushu, is among the oldest institutionalized styles of Chinese martial arts. Known in Chinese as Shaolinquan, it originated and was developed in the Buddhist Shaolin Temple in Henan Province, China, also known as Shaolin martial arts, is one of the famous martial arts. It has a long history and profound influence, is an important part of the traditional martial arts China. Began about Northern Wei. Chronicles continue some development, spur widespread throughout the country, modern and gradually spread overseas. The most prominent feature of Shaolin Kung Fu is Chan Wu He Yi, namely the Chan Wu He Yi, practicing meditation, so there are Zen martial arts. Zen Shaolin boxing alike due to the known world. Fist to temple name, temple to boxing display. After generation of monks' long practical experience and historical evolution of the formation of the unique martial arts system, which implant hardness and softness, moves varied combat styles spread so far. The origin of Shaolin Kung Fu. In 495 AD, Shaolin Temple was built in the Song Mountain, Henan Province. The first monk who preached Buddhism there was the Indian monk named Buddhabhadra, simply called Bachuo by the Chinese. There are historical records that Bachuo's first Chinese disciples, Luigang and Zhengku, both had exceptional martial skills. For example, Zhengku's skill with the tin staff is even documented in the Chinese Buddhist canon. After Buddhabhadra, another Indian or Persian Central Asian monk, Bodhidharma, simply called Dhamma by the Chinese, came to Shaolin in 527 AD. His Chinese disciple, Huaik, was also a highly trained martial arts expert. There are implications that these first three Chinese Shaolin monks, Huigang, Zhengku, and Huaik, may have been military men before entering the monastic life. Kung Fu consists of a long history and includes many different disciplines and styles, all of which include a detailed structure of their own. Each variant of Kung Fu includes unique and multiple techniques for attack and defense applications. The system of Shaolin Kung Fu. Shaolin Kung Fu is a huge technological system rather than a general sense of sects or boxing. According to the handed-down Shaolin boxing record, there is a total of 708 sets of Shaolin Kung Fu, including 552 sets of boxing and equipments, and 156 sets of other types, including grappling, fighting, unloading bone, acupuncture, qigong etc. Now more than 200 units of Shaolin Kung Fu routines is handed down, of which more than 100 sets of boxing, more than 80 sets of equipment, training and other routines. These are, according to different categories and degrees of difficulty, organically combined into a huge and technological Kung Fu system. Shaolin boxing is to highlight the characteristics of a hit word, the body of the retractable step of advance and retreat, and out of the hand of the ups and downs. Stretch synthesis technique is simple and clear. Routine completely from the actual combat, punchline, punchwa, a song without music, straight and not straight, get out roll. Offensive and echoed throughput consistency. Boxing is a meteor eyes like electricity, waste, such as race walking stick hunting. Realms of practice.
Study off-leg technique. Kung Fu practice can be talked about in terms of three realms. In the primary realm, the practitioner practices their form and appearance. In the intermediate realm, there is the integration of mind and fist, changing the tangible into the intangible, turning the law into the lawless, obeying no rules, having no movement to follow, controlling the enemy in the intangible. An ancient boxing manual reads, defeat a person in the intangible or fail being seen. Shaolin Kung Fu's highest realm is for all to be guided by the heart and to fight not just from form but from the formless. Buddhist practice is started in the mindful training of Kung Fu. It cultivates and entails the highest integrated wisdom of Buddhism and martial arts. Shaolin Temple is a Zen and the martial world. Shaolin monks martial arts is a practice, known as Zen Wu unity. In the Shaolin Temple, the Zen martial homologous, Zen boxing normalized, said. Zen is the lord of Wu. Wu is Zen purposes. Wu is the performance that Zen is Zen life tangible. Zen martial spirit is the essence of Zen into the military. You can achieve the highest level of martial arts, martial avenue that is Zen. Shaolin Kung Fu is the essence of Zen martial art 1. Shaolin Temple is the birthplace of Zen Buddhism, Zen to clear your heart, for the essence of Buddha enlightenment. In Buddhism the eyes, Zen is the right way, but Moji boxing Yong A, but by monks practicing martial arts to achieve win their hearts and convergence, screen consider meditation purposes. Shaolin martial arts and Kung Fu in the most representative, the most cultural connotation, the religious culture, the most complete system, the most authoritative, and the most mysterious Chinese martial arts genre, it has undoubtedly become the mainstream Han Chinese martial arts.